Hey, it is Friday, people. It's Friday. Y'all know the routine. Beer, bud. Y'all should already. It's hot down here today. We had rain for a few days, and all of a sudden the rain's gone, and it's 96 degrees outside. You know what that means? We got steam, baby. It's hot as hell down here. So today, get that beer ready, he said. Well, I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to use my Lucky Penny beer holder. Beer that one of our Blue Dot fans just sent us. And I am going to. Oh, man. That tastes pretty good. Now, if one of y'all would just kindly spark up a big old spliff for me and take a big hit and blow it in this direction, I'd appreciate that because it's illegal down here and I can't do that. Anyway, what's going on? Shit's going on. Why? Because he's a dick and he does dick things. And what dick thing did he do today? Because you know he's real upset about having to slightly back down. And believe me, he didn't do shit except make things worse, I understand, on the immigration deal. He got so much damn hate mail and crap from his fellow Republicans that we got a dent in his little freaking armor. And he's not happy about that shit. And today he's letting you know about it. Because what did he do? Well, he convened a panel today to speak in front of the news today. Well, who would Donnie call up to speak out? He has demonstrated another low life, just scum-sucking dog move that you can do. He went and gathered up families of victims of migrant crime. And he's got them up there in front of the TV explaining their stories, demonizing migrants. You can't say anything to those people. They have a right to say what they want to say. Their feelings and the hurt that they feel of losing a loved one is justified. But to take advantage of that takes a real scumdog, just a scum-sucking asshole who would prey on those people for his own political purposes, and that's what he's doing today. Because he called them up there, and they're telling stories, and they're heartbreaking stories, of their loved one's death. But I did notice that several of them, more than several of them, included the thought of the statement of the news media not telling the story, not letting the public know. You know, at the first one, I said, oh, that's too bad. The second one, the third one, no. They were coaxed into saying that line. He got them in a room, and he said, tell your story, and while you're at it, make sure you drop a little something in there about the news media. Because he's getting killed out there. Nobody likes his ass. Are you shitting me? How low can you go? What do you think? We should convene a panel of what, black families? And have them tell their heartbreaking stories of the crimes committed against their families? How about drunk drivers? Yeah, I got a discussion. One guy on a panel on a Facebook chat was all upset because this undocumented migrant had gotten drunk and killed a girl. And he was upset about that. And my argument to him and anybody else that makes these stupid comparisons is, it doesn't matter what language he ordered that beer in. It doesn't matter who he was driving. That is a drunk driving problem, which we have all across this country, baby. Down here in Texas, hell, you can do it 2 or 3, 4 times before they do anything. Oh, well, you get probation. Don't do that again. Get out of here. Oh, you did it again? Probation. Get out of here. Did it again? Probation. Get out of here. That's the way they do it down here. Get caught with a joint, though, and holy shit, they'll rip your ass apart. Anyway, that's what he's doing today. You know, I did. Yeah, I'm pissed off about this whole damn voter thing, the whole thing with the kids. Are you shitting me? That he had advised that they wanted to intern 20,000 kids on some of our military bases in Texas and Arkansas and New Mexico. 20,000 kids get ready for that, for our military bases. I'm a veteran. You can kiss my ass using the military to house these kids or any. That just smacks Jesus of what, the Third Reich? We're going to use our military to do that now, Donnie? A lot of the states have already pulled their National Guard back off of your little border town dispute down there where you wanted them on the border down there. Oh, that's kind of backfiring in your face, Donnie. Why? Because you're a dick. You know, all through our history, this same story happened. When Italians came, oh, it was crime, murderers. They're all murderers. Don't let them Italians in. Are you shitting me, Irish? They're all drunks. Don't let them in here. They're going to kill your whole family. Germans, Chinese, you name it, baby. Japanese, will put you in an internment camp during the war, just so we make sure you're not going to spy on us or kill us in our sleep. It's the same rhetoric that they have used all through their life, all through the history of the side that was standing up for slavery. It's that disgusting shit. We don't have an immigration problem. We have a hate problem. We have a hate problem in this country where people are frightened to death because their president dick comes out there and tries to convince them that everybody coming across that border is a murderous asshole with drugs on him. He's got to shoot your daughter up with heroin, screw her, and then leave her with a kid. That's what they preach. And that guy up in Maine, that governor up in Maine, that disgusting Republican governor up in Maine, I can't even think of his name right now, saying that all these drug dealers come up to Maine and leave off their drugs and impregnate a poor white girl. Racism, systemic racism in our society. And Donald Trump just brings that shit out in gallons and buckets. Oozes out. How about we start bringing the families up, Donnie? So just since you've been president, of families that have been harassed all through this country because all of a sudden bigoted assholes think they have the right to say anything. They can say and do anything they want. You bet. Drive our trucks with the rebel flag in the back through a 9-year-old birthday party because she's black. Oh, hell yeah, let's do that shit. That's who we have. Those are the people that are emboldened by this piece of scum that we have in our house. And now he is trying to take all that hate and all that vile, deplorable shit and feed it to their minions. Fox News. What did Fox News say? Fox News, what did that asshole say? I got it written down somewhere. Fox and Friends. The guy on Fox and Friends. What did he say? These are not our kids. Wait, these are not our kids? What are we worried about? What do we give a shit about these kids for? That's what Fox and Friends in the morning tells their little audience there of Donnie. These aren't our kids. They're not white kids. They're not suburban kids, you know. They're not the kids down at the park. Kiss our ass, you disgusting bunch of slum buckets over there at Fox spews. That's bullshit mountain. I'm telling you again. It is the most anti-American bullshit crap propaganda station that you can ever put on your TV. I know lots of people down here that's all they look at is Fox News. That is vile, disgusting, racist crap that comes out of there. That's all I see. The whole damn Rush Limp Dick, Judge Wino, Sean Dennity, or whatever. Bunch of they'll sell this country for a dime, people. Those are the kind of people that sell out for any kind of money they want. You bet you they'll. Gay frogs, yeah, it's in the water. The government's putting that stuff in the water to turn the frogs gay. Alex Jones, he's got the president's ears, baby. He talks to him all the time, he says. $2,300 kids. Where the freak are they? Where are they? Nobody knows. Hell, we've shipped them up to Wisconsin, out to New York, all over there. Where are they? Well, I don't know. Here's a piece of paper. Why don't you call Health and Human Services, see if you can track down your kid? Because we didn't give a shit what we did with them. Is that the deal? Is that what we are as Americans? That we don't care because they're not our kids. We'll ship them off somewhere else. Oh, well, we got to give them back. Well, here, go find them. It's not our problem. How are they going to find all these kids? How are they going to reunify all these families? Of course, the Donnie, they're all little 5-year-old MS-13 members that are just sneaking into this country to slit your throat in the middle of the night. That's what Donnie wants you to believe. And it's disgusting. You know, I wrote down this $775 per day per child. Some organization says that's how much they have to take care of these kids. $707. For that amount of money, I want them in the Hilton Inn with room service. $775. You know, I've said this about a lot of subjects, and I'm retired from the government. I've had a little experience in this shit. I told my division chief one time, asked me, how's it going, John? I said, fine. If you give me a wheelbarrow full of money every day and I could walk out to the dumpster and throw it away, I'd be doing the same thing I do here for 8 hours a day, babe. That's right. I've always said this, and it sounds terrible. Nobody will screw this country over faster than good old U.S. American citizens, and I've seen it 100,000 million times when I worked for Uncle Sam, when I worked for the Army, in purchasing, and how much a company will sell an item to you and how they try to hide the description of that item in some bullshit. And then shipping charges, are you shitting me? Oh, it's a $5,000 charge for shipping a $5 item. Nobody screws this country. You want to see screwing over this country? Defense contractors, look into their shit. Look how much money they get for crap. Companies in this country, if they get a government contract, they are happy, baby. They are set for life. They're rolling in the dough because they know they can just push those charges as high as they can. And Uncle Sam's going to pay it. And if it's connected to the military, baby, oh, shit, yeah. I've said it before. I've had to buy 100 widgets from this, overnight express, get it here tomorrow, which cost the government out the wazoo. 2 days later, here, go sell these 99 widgets back into a property disposal office. And the same company that sold it to you, run over there and buy it for 5 cents, run around and sell it to you again. There is no honor amongst these people when it comes to money. It is grab as much as you can, every way you can, and it goes right down to these places that they're placing these kids. It's a government contract, baby. Yeah, it's $775 a day. We got to charge you for each one of them. That's That's thieving. That's stealing from your government. That's what goes on. That's what happens. They'll try to justify, we got to do this, that, and the other. Really? Really? How about you send them to my house for that amount of money? I'll make sure they damn sure have a good time while they're here. $775 a day per. Hey, send me a few of them because I could use the extra bucks. Assholes, I swear. That's what happens. But going to the point of using our military bases, we can't let that kind of shit happen. Do not let our military get dragged into this shit with this asshole. So Melania's coat went over real well, didn't it? I really don't care, do you? That's the kind of message she sends on her way out the door in Washington to go visit the kids. I really don't care, do you? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And most of this country does. Except for the scum-sucking dogs that Donnie's got in his cabinet and shit. They don't give a crap. Donnie says, though, it was a message for the fake media. That Melania's tired of the fake media. She doesn't care. Bullshit, Donnie. The First Lady's office put out a message saying there was no meaning to it. It was just a coat. How disgusting that thought is, because they can't see that message on the back of her coat as she's getting on the freaking airplane to go visit kids that have been ripped away from their families. Nobody there was smart enough to go, hey, take the coat off, it doesn't look good. If that's the case, then we have the most ignorant people around Melania that I've ever seen in my life to let her do that. And I don't know what kind of statement she was trying to make. Maybe it was to Donnie, I don't care about your ass. No, I don't think so. But whatever message it was plain and clear. She really doesn't care. Money. She married him for the money. She stays with him for the money. And as far as I can tell, his whole stinking family is nothing but money grubbing little whores. So, no, it's the money. She stays for the money. Anyway, what else is going on? Jeff Sessions lies. What? Jeff Sessions, the Attorney General, he can't lie. Bullshit. He lies every damn time you turn around. We never intended to separate families. That's what he's up there on the TV saying now. Doesn't sound like Jeff Sessions I heard a few days ago. No, when Jeffy was up there quoting the Bible, justifying that crap. But I heard his parishioners wrote to him there and said, Jeffy boy's full of shit. Don't like your own church saying that. Now you're on TV saying, well, we never intended this. Are you shitting me, you little weasel? Little elf on a shelf. That man needs to go. Not for recusing himself. Yeah. For a lot of other shit. For wanting to start this kind of crap. I'm telling you, Jeff Sessions is in the private prisons, baby. Private prisons, they make money. They need inmates, though. And Jeff is the main supplier, baby. He wants to put people in jail for all sorts of shit. Anyway. Well, we're all dealing with this. Before I get into that, did you hear the good news? Tom Arnold and Michael Cohen are going to team up together. Tom Arnold says that Michael Cohen has all the tapes, man. All the tapes, from The Apprentice and all that shit, where Donnie's saying disgusting shit, like we've all known they've had hidden all away, because they talked about it way back then. Back during the Access Hollywood tape, that if we could just get hold of The Apprentice tapes, you wouldn't believe the disgusting crap he says. Yeah, we'd believe it, baby. Today, we believe everything that you tell me about that man. Donnie tweeted out that the Democrats are out there telling their phony stories of sadness and grief. Hey, Donnie, this is what I got for you, buddy. You could take that, you could shove it up your ass and rotate and holler when you hit the bottom there, buddy. There ain't no bottom! You disgusting, telling their phony stories. Really, Donnie? You pull off shit like this and then they're telling phony stories. It's on the news. Oh, that's right, fake news. Donnie doesn't believe in all the real news. Hell no, the only real news is Fox and Friends. The ones that remind you they're not our kids. That's who Fox News is. That's who Trump is. That's who Steve Miller is. Who's Mike Kaufman? He's a Republican out of Colorado. Saying that maybe Donnie ought to fire Steve Miller. You reckon? You reckon the little Nazi who has a whole history ever since the time he was born of being a racist asshole, that guy? Mr. Nazi? No, Donnie's not going to get rid of him because that's Donnie's people. That is who Donnie is. They're Klan members, white supremacist, neo-Nazi crap that they spread. And they're trying to drag white people into that just because they're white. They think they don't have a brain? Are you shitting me? Some lady wrote, and when I shared my video to one of the groups I did, the first comment was, wow, I really didn't expect that to come out of that guy's mouth. I wrote back to her. I told her when I go to the feed store, I get that too. I wait for that one trooper to come around and say something good about Donnie when I remind him he's a draft-dodging coward who lies his ass off every day. And they don't hold such thing. Yeah. But I told her I appreciate her not judging the old book until she read the words. And so don't let that happen. Don't let that happen. There are plenty of blue dots in Texas, and if somebody put up a damn thing, keep the liberals out of Texas or whatever freaky said about that shit. There's a lot of blue in this state, baby. I told you all the other day it's because we're gerrymandered like hell. But we hold the popular, baby. We hold the popular vote in this country. And that tells you. And more people are rising up against this kind of shit. Yeah, I think Tom Arnold and old Michael Cohen might come out with a story. And let's see all the videos of Donnie in his heyday. The European Union is putting $3.4 billion worth of tariffs on our shit because Donnie's being an asshole. How you like that shit? Yeah, you're going to pay more for everything now. Why? Because Donnie's pissed off and he's throwing a little temper tantrum. And he's pointing at everybody. It's the Mexicans down there. They're trying to get in. They're mean and murderers and killing all the Canadians. They're stealing shoes. One pair at a time now, mind you. Put them on their feet, scuff them up a little bit, and run across the border. That's what he said. He's an ignorant bastard. He's an ignorant piece of shit that wormed his way into the White House on racism. And that's it. So if you voted for him, I consider your ass a racist. I really do. And deep down in my head, every time somebody I see voted for that asshole, oh, racist, are you? Yeah! That's what I think. Anyway, I can't read that shit. This is our country, people. And we're watching this shit, and this thing he signed the other day ain't going to do shit. It doesn't give any plans. They had no plans for reunification of those families. What was that shit? You don't just give a shit. You just ship them off somewhere, and nobody's ever going to ask about them again? That's what Donnie thought. That's what the whole Republican Party thought. Every once in a while, a Republican come out and say something against him. And watch, Donnie will jump all over this guy's ass. You know, because that's Donnie's game. He's told us time and time again, he loves chaos. He loves to create hate and discontent. As long as there is hate and discontent, we don't notice that they're passing bills through the House and the Senate, cutting Social Security, Medicaid, and Medicare. Screw the poor people! We got to keep that money for the rich people. Got that big tax cut to pay for, you know? That's what that shit is. Everything in our country is dependent upon laws. Dependent upon laws. And the people that control the House and the Senate, the floor, who allows those bills to come on the floor to be voted on? Yeah, that's Mitch McConnell and Paul Ryan. Those two people control what comes onto the floor and what gets voted on. So every time you think of something that's not up there, no gun issues, no immigration issues, no impeachment issues, because we all know he's thieving money all over the place. Nothing. Every once in a while somebody will say, oh, he's being mean. Bullshit. Impeach his ass. The longer we wait, the more embarrassing this shit gets. The more tired I am. But we'll keep doing this shit. We'll keep doing this shit. Raise your voice. Your voice and your vote. That's the things that count. All the time. Use them as much as you can, whenever you can. Raise your voice against this shit. Raise your voice against gun issues, against immigration issues, against trade issues, the issues that matter to you. Because if you don't, they get their way. And their way is the road to hell, baby. It's the road to hell. You take that right down that religious, you want to see the Antichrist? There he is. You voted for his ass. Anyway. Oh, man. I don't always drink beer. But when I do, it's usually hot as hell outside. And that's all the time down here. But anyway, use your voice. Use your vote. Encourage others to do the same. That's how we take care of this shit when we all rise up. And, baby, we are in need of a big old march, I'm telling you. Like, share, and subscribe. John Brideville, Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Brideville on Facebook. Go by John Brideville Speaks, a Blue Dot family. That family's growing all the time. Oh, that beer tasted pretty good. They're putting out content and trying to motivate people all the time. And I would appreciate if you run over there and give them a like. Ooh, excuse me. At Blue Dot in Texas on Twitter. Out my truck window. Beer makes me burp. Anyway, I'm sorry, excuse me. Anyway, y'all have a good day. Enjoy your weekend. We'll be back here on Monday to make sure to talk about what the asshole does over the weekend, because you know there's going to be some shit. And there's no shortage of topics to talk about every day, because every day that man is in our house is in another disgusting, drama-filled shithole story coming out of there. And it gets depressing listening to it. Can't wait till Obama comes back. See y'all later. Bye.